Bonsoir à tous. I hope you're doing great. It's so lovely to see you tonight for more short fictions by Patrick Beau. As usual, we find all the references in the description of the lesson. It is Thursday, April 23rd. It's the 6th week of confinement, and I'm really starting to dream about sitting in the grass in the Jardin Botanique de Grenoble, because this is what I would love to do right now. But we're going to wait a little bit more. So let's have something to think about other than the news with these beautiful tales. Yesterday we talked about gargoyles and we talked about the theme park of boredom. As usual, you can catch up the previous episodes by clicking on the link in the description. And now we're going to talk about mistakes. I'm putting this in bold so you can see even better. And let's read this tale together. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Quel est le secret de votre succès? J'ai réussi grâce aux erreurs. Vous avez tiré les leçons de vos erreurs pour avancer. C'est ce que vous voulez dire? Non, je fabrique des gommes. Je fabrique des gommes. So the first one. Quel est le secret de votre succès? What's the secret of your success? Quel est le secret de votre succès? What's the secret of your success? This one is pretty easy to guess because it's very, very close to English. Just here, I wanted to talk about success because, yes, okay, it is success, but it is a bit like rayon sometimes, just reminding you how we say it. It's useful. So it is really succès. So you say both C's. Remember rayon that we talked about saying that le Y c'est deux I plus I. Rayon. Oh, I never did that. Rayon égale ré plus ion. So it is here important to see that CC is really pronounced succès. But this is about what we saw. It was about les rayons de la bibliothèque in the Explorer School that we saw a few days ago. Quel est le secret de votre succès? Here there is no liaison. No, we're good. J'ai réussi grâce aux erreurs. J'ai réussi grâce aux erreurs. And here we have une liaison. Aux erreurs. I succeeded, réussir. It is to succeed. I would say like that. Réussir, to succeed. Grâce à is thanks to. And none of this is bold. Grâce à égale thanks to. Grâce à, thanks to. I'm checking my notes so I don't forget anything I wanted to tell you today. And une erreur, it is a mistake. A mistake. And here you can notice that it is a feminine word, but there is no at the end, okay? But it is une erreur. Une erreur, a mistake. You can also say une faute. Une faute. Error is more mistake and faute has more this idea of morally wrong. It can be. It can mean that, okay? But error and faute in the basic level are both equal to mistakes. So you can say, for example, in a dictation, j'ai fait 5 fautes à ma dictée. Or you can say, c'était une erreur de faire ce flan à la banane. Because you don't know that, but I hate bananas. It was a mistake to bake this flan à la banane. And how do you say flan in English? Custard? No. Yeah, custard is not bad. Maybe flan is okay. Tart is not really good. Maybe flan or custard. C'était une erreur de faire ce flan à la banane. It was a mistake to do this banana flan. So as you can see here, none of those mistakes is really, really bad. So it's okay. But if you want to be a bit moral, faute has a slightly more moral meaning than error if you're talking about big things. J'ai réussi grâce aux erreurs. I succeeded thanks to the mistakes. And then the other person asks the obvious thing. Did you learn from those mistakes? Let's read this one together. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Vous avez tiré les leçons de vos erreurs pour avancer. C'est ce que vous voulez dire. Vous avez, here we have une liaison. Tirez les leçons de vos erreurs pour avancer, c'est ce que vous voulez dire. So here no more. Let's read the sentence again with the liaison, okay? Vous avez tiré les leçons de vos erreurs pour avancer. C'est ce que vous voulez dire. Alors, tirer les leçons. It is to learn from one's mistake. Or we can say tirer les leçons de ses erreurs, because it is usually what you're doing. To learn from one's mistakes. Tirer les leçons, so une leçon, it is a mistake. Do not forget le CCD, obviously. Okay, it is une leçon. So here, the way I do it, because I'm on a Mac, that is a British keyboard, I do Alt and C, then it makes C automatically, and I can make big ones as well, like that. Okay, so for me it's Alt plus C for le CCD, for those who don't know. And a fun thing that, as I realized, because I was working on le CCD for a lesson, is that I remind you that une leçon is a lesson, but le con is a jerk, and it is a bad word. So this is the influence of la cédille. So don't forget it, because if you write le con, it's not really nice, even though everybody would understand in the context. But it's a fun joke that we have, that if you remove it, it makes a jerk. Le CCD for me on Mac is Alt plus C on Mac. And in the chat, you can share your comments on how you make those. And also in the comments, if you have other ways to make it on your computer. And by the way, if you are on a tablet or a phone, what I do on mine is that I use different keyboards that I can set up in parameters for English, French, and I do Spanish as well. But in French, to have the C appear, you just keep pressing C, and you're going to have options. Okay. And here, even here, for example, on my Mac, what I do is I keep C pressed, and then 1, and that should make a C maybe. I don't know. I never do that. I do Alt and C. But depending on your computer, it might change. But knowing how to actually type the accents and all these tiny signs is pretty good if you really are committed to improve your French, because then your writing will be better. And it's a matter of sitting down and just finding out how to make them. Even though I know it's not always easy. De vos erreurs, learning from your mistakes, pour avancer, to move forward. Avancer, it is to move forward. To move forward. And do you know how to move backwards? It is reculer. Or to go backwards. reculer is going backwards. C'est ce que vous voulez dire. Is this what you want to say? So again, you have the ce que vous voulez dire, you want to say, so it is exactly the same structure as you have in English. So let's read this one again together now that we understand all the vocabulary. Are you ready? 1, 2, and 3. Vous avez tiré les leçons de vos erreurs pour avancer. C'est ce que vous voulez dire. So what does he want to say? Non, je fabrique des gommes. Non, je fabrique des gommes. So here, if you know what une gomme is, it's pretty easy. And if you don't, that's not that easy. Fabriquer is to manufacture, to make. And it can be both manufacture and it can be something that you do at home. So it can be craft, but it can be a much bigger level. And une gomme, depending on where you are, it is an eraser or a rubber. I know what rubber means as well in the US, but I know that in Britain it works. So une gomme, and the verb is gommer, to erase. And gommer is something that you can use with an eraser, like the one I have here in my hand, but it can also be something that you're doing on your computer. Okay, it is both, gommer, or just like forget about something. I'm checking my notes, so we're good. Je fabrique des gommes. And it is exactly the same pronunciation as homme. Okay, the same homme. Gomme. Homme, pomme. Okay, the same. Homme, gomme, homme, pomme. Eraser, man, and apple. Gomme, homme, pomme. We are good. Well done. Let's read this tale again together. And then I'm just going to recap the meaning because I saw that each night sometimes it's a bit difficult to understand the plot twist. So I'm going to explain just to make sure that we are on the same line. Let's read that together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Quel est le secret de votre succès? Lots of S's here. J'ai réussi grâce aux erreurs. More S sound. Vous avez tiré les leçons de vos erreurs pour avancer. C'est ce que vous voulez dire? Non, je fabrique des gommes. So let's recap the meaning. What's the secret of your success? I succeeded thanks to mistakes. Did you learn from your mistakes in order to move forward? That is what you want to say? No, I make erasers. Good. Yes. This is something that's mentioned in Fleabag. I don't know if you know this show. It's fantastic. I love it. And there's a line about they put a rubber at the end of pens because people make mistakes. So you have to forgive them and help them move forward. That's the bigger lesson from that. Okay, so I'm checking. We are good to go. So breathe in. Big breath out. And we are going to read these 4 lines together. Are you ready? Good. 1, 2, and 3. Ce maître en ombre chinoise jouissait d'un succès mondial, mais jalouse que toute la gloire soit pour lui, son ombre le quitta pour tenter une carrière solo. En vain. Aucun producteur ne voulut signer avec une ombre désincarnée. Lasse, elle se jeta dans un puits de lumière. Oh, that's sad. Poor her. Let's focus first. Let's concentrate on the first line. Ce maître en ombre chinoise jouissait d'un succès mondial. Ce maître, it is a master, someone who mastered its craft, not a master over a slave. It is a master over a craft, a discipline, an art. Ce maître en ombre chinoise. Une ombre chinoise is, or we can say, let's say une ombre chinoise. Yes, let's keep it this way. It is a shadow puppet. I didn't know that. This is very cute. Shadow puppet. And for example, you can say j'aime beaucoup les spectacles d'ombre, chinoise. I really love the shadow puppet shows. J'aime beaucoup les spectacles d'ombre chinoise. So this person was a master of shadow puppets. J'aime beaucoup les spectacles d'ombre chinoise. Ce maître en ombre chinoise jouissait d'un succès mondial. Jouir, here, it is to enjoy. Though it has a sexual meaning that I will leave to your imagination, so be careful when you use that. So we don't use that much anymore, but this is a way to say that you're actually enjoying a massive success. It can be used in order to say that you are enjoying a massive success. D'un succès mondial. Un succès, a success. Mondial is all over the world. Worldwide. Let's see if there are liaisons here. Ce maître en ombre chinoise jouissait d'un succès mondial. No liaison here. So we can read this together again. 1, 2, 3. Ce maître en ombre chinoise jouissait d'un succès mondial. Okay, so far so good. This is just the presentation of the story. We know whom we're talking about. And let's move on to the next sentence. 1, 2, 3. Mais, jalouse que toute la gloire soit pour lui, son ombre le quitta pour tenter une carrière solo. Mais, jalouse que toute la gloire soit pour lui, son ombre le quitta pour tenter une carrière solo. Okay, we have one liaison here. Tenter une carrière solo. And what do you think about all this vocabulary? I'm going to drink a bit of water. So have you solved anything in a few seconds? Mais is but. Jalouse is jealous. Jaloux, jealous. And we can say jalouse in feminine. Jalouse. What's wrong with that? No, that seems good. Que toute la gloire soit pour lui. That all the glory was going to him. Okay, here it is un subjonctif. Of the verb être, and we have here que. Jealous, that all the glory was going to him. Son ombre le quitta. Son ombre. L'ombre, it is the shadow. We saw that right above, but I wanted to make sure you knew that. A shadow. Wanted to make sure it was clear. And it is feminine. Okay, so it is both the show, une ombre chinoise, and also really the shadow, une ombre. And we often say that people are afraid of their own shadows. Mon chat a peur de son ombre. Alors, on rigole bien à la maison. My cat is afraid of his shadow, so we laugh a lot at home. Here, this bien doesn't only mean a lot, it means well, okay? Very often. Son nombre le quitta. Quitter, it is to leave. To leave, for example, le public quitte la salle à la fin du spectacle. Spectacle. The public leaves the room at the end of the show. But you can also say quitter quelqu'un. Quitter quelqu'un is to leave someone. I'm trying to find something that's not too dark. J'ai quitté mon fiancé à 18 ans et on s'est remis ensemble quarante ans plus tard. Yeah, that's something that is a bit better. J'ai quitté mon fiancé à 18 ans et on s'est remis ensemble 40 ans plus tard. I left my fiancé at 18 and we got back together 40 years later. So his shadow left him pour tenter une carrière solo, in order to try solo career. You say that? I think you say that. Tenter is to try, to attempt. To try, to attempt. For example, very simple, j'ai tenté de t'appeler 3 fois ce matin, mais tu ne répondais pas. I tried to call you 3 times. J'ai tenté de t'appeler. No, that's good. I tried to call you 3 times this morning, but you were not answering. Répondre, it is to answer a question, but it is also to answer the phone. Une carrière is a career, and solo is alone. And yes, I wanted to say that you can say essayer as well. You can say j'ai essayé de t'appeler 3 fois ce matin, mais tu ne répondais pas. I tried to call you 3 times this morning, but you were not answering. Tenter and essayer are roughly the same. To try, to attempt. Let's read this one again. I think there is only one. I see only one liaison here. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Mais, jalouse que toute la gloire soit pour lui, son ombre le quitta pour tenter une carrière solo. Jealous that all the glory was for him, his shadow left him to try a solo career. En vain, aucun producteur ne voulut signer avec une ombre désincarnée. En vain, it is in vain. Something that you didn't succeed at. And again, it's easy to remember, like to understand it when you see it, but sometimes to actually start to use it is tricky. So try it. If you have homework for your course, for example, in Le Salon de Géraldine, every 2 weeks, the students have homework and they practice their French over and over again, and I correct. But if you're taking a class with Alliance Française and it stopped, or maybe they do some classes on Zoom, so that's really cool. That's really nice. If you have this kind of classes at the moment, really try to use the vocabulary that you're learning with your teacher, because it's a good way to remember it, because remembering everything we learn is key, or at least a little bit. And do not rely on your reading. This is essential. This is something I tell my students all the time. Don't think that because you understand French when you're reading it, that you actually understand French when it's spoken or that you can speak it. It's a very common trap that is very, very hard for students to actually embrace, because they believe that their French is good because they can read, but it's very different to read and to speak. So they're sometimes disappointed. So I'm really, really sorry. So try to use the vocabulary that you learn. Aucun producteur, no producer, wanted to sign with. Ne voulut signer. And here it is implied that it is a contract. When you say sign, maybe you do that in English as well, but in French we say signer avec, and it is sign a contract with, obviously, okay? It is implied. And yes, remember what this is. This is le passé simple, again, because it is a tell, and in French, in tells, it is le passé simple. Sign with une ombre désincarnée. Désincarnée. This is tricky. It is something that you have in English, apparently, but not used a lot. I read disembodied. Disembodied. Désincarné. And at last, the sad ending. Las, elle se jeta dans un puits de lumière. Las, elle se jeta dans un puits de lumière. Oh, and there is a liaison here. I forgot this one. And here we have one too. Las, elle se jeta dans un puits de lumière. La, or las in feminine, it is weary, bored. And it means that you don't have any ambition at all. You just lost your goal. You lost your future. This is what las is. It can be different things, but here it means that she's bored of just not having anything else in her life anymore. I don't really know weary, but I read bored as well, and bored is okay, but is not as disappointed and lost as las can be. Elle se jeta, so she threw herself. Se jeter is to throw oneself. To throw oneself. Jeter is to throw. Dans un puits de lumière. Un puits, it is a well. And you can see here that there is an S at the end. It's always like that, un puits. And un puits de lumière, it can be a light well, which is easy. And I read it was a skylight as well. So depending on your architectural skills, you pick one, but you have this idea of lots of lights. Las, elle se jeta dans un puits de lumière. Let's read this tale together again. Ce maître en ombre chinoise jouissait d'un succès mondial. Mais, jalouse que toute la gloire soit pour lui, son ombre le quitta pour tenter une carrière solo. En vain. Aucun producteur ne voulut signer avec une ombre désincarnée. Las, elle se jeta dans un puits de lumière. That's sad. I hope tomorrow we end up with something more funny or more uplifting. This master in shadow puppeting enjoyed a massive success, a worldwide success. But jealous that all the glory was going to him, his shadow left him to attempt a solo career. In vain, no producer wanted to sign with a shadow that was disembodied. Weary or bored, she threw herself in a light well. So here you have a joke on the fact that anyone in such a story would throw themselves in a well because they were disappointed. They lost all the hope, but because she is a shadow, she threw herself in a light well. and she will disappear because of the light in the light well, and she is a shadow. Yeah, that's sad. Tomorrow we are going to talk about cardinal sins, and we're going to talk about two very, very timid people falling in love, shy people falling in love. So it's going to be cute. For today, I'm checking. Yeah, we're good. So today, something that I just released today that you might find interesting is my week with Geraldine. It is a completely new free program that lasts 7 days by email. So I wanted to do something that was short and digestible and enjoyable for all levels. So I did that. It is 7-day mini courses, 1 lesson per day delivered in your inbox, very fast and simple. And you can pick one. There's another one coming soon. So the first one is French for complete beginners. If you're a complete beginner in French or a beginner and you just want to refresh your rusty French because you have a bit more time in your hand during confinement, just click here. If you want something fun in French about culture and shows and books and these kind of things, you can click here and join it. And you will receive lesson 1 immediately. And the question that I received, can I pick more than one topic? Yes, you can. You can do one after the other. That would be my recommendation. Or you can do both at once, of course. But 2 lessons a day is a lot. And can I share this with my friends? Yes, please do. It's a fantastic way to support my work. So, for example, if you have friends from your local school, you can share the link with them or with your friends on other social media or by email. It's usually a good thing to share. So you have 1 lesson a day for 7 days delivered to your inbox on different topics. And that's for you. It is completely free and you can unsubscribe anytime if you don't like that. So you will find the link in the description below in a pinned comment at the top of the comment. So click on it and you will go there. I will see you in my week with Geraldine. And I'll see you tomorrow for more fairy tales or just tales in French at 7:15 p.m. Paris time. À demain. Salut.